everyone. My name is Shinji Kim. First of all, thanks so much for coming to my talk. I really appreciate this opportunity to speak here. This is my very first game. I've never been in gaming industry before or made a game before. And so today I'm just going to talk about how it was for me to just build a game by myself from scratch. So I'm just going to put this here. So I'll show you a demo first. I don't have a fancy trailer, but it's just more of me demoing.
Here is ShufflePix. There are two ways to play: today's challenge and one-to-one battle. The first way to play is today's challenge. 3 photos are featured from Instagram every day for you to play. Once you are finished with all the 3, your time gets ranked on the leaderboard against everyone else who finished the challenge. Tap play to start. It shows you the picture for 3 seconds and shuffles. You can move any tiles anywhere, and when they're in the right position, the border disappears. The second way to play is one-to-one battle. I have a few games that I'm playing already, but let's start a new game. I need to find who I want to play first. Let's create a game with Angela. Now I can take a picture with my camera, select from my library, or get a random one from ShufflePix. Let me choose my puppy picture from this library. Once I select the picture, I can choose how hard I want it to be and start playing. Again, I see the picture for 3 seconds and it gets shuffled. When I'm done with this, Angela will do the same puzzle and we both get to see who won the game by finishing it faster. And then it will be Angela's turn to choose the next picture to solve.
So ShufflePix is an iPhone game that turns your pictures into puzzles. There are 2 parts in the game. One is called Daily Challenge, where I'm featuring 3 pictures from Instagram for everyone to play. So once you complete the set, then you go into the leaderboard where you get to see your score compared to everyone else on the game. The other part is where you're actually playing with your friends. And there, you can send your own picture puzzle to your friend, and your friend will send you back another one. So it's like the turn-based asynchronous social game. So my previous life, I used to be a management consultant at Deloitte, working with Fortune 100 companies, making business decks for large projects that are like few thousand, a few $1,000,000. And now I'm a creator. I'm doing everything: designing, developing, business deck, wearing all the hats that's out there. So how did I get actually started? I mean, this is pretty much me before doing ShufflePix. I knew that I wanted to do it, but it's just really, scared to jump in. But you just have to do it. I mean, with all the tools that are available right now, it's just easier than ever for anyone to create a game by yourself. And I'm gonna go through a few tools that I've used in a moment, but first let me talk about this process that I follow. So this is like the lean startup process of build, measure, and learn, and then build again. So in case you wonder about like Agile or Scrum process, I feel like this process all fits into the build part. And usually when you work in a team or when you work in a project, you are focused on one circle at a time. And by doing it yourself, you would basically go through all the circles, and this process will actually give you the holistic view of how your product looks like. And I feel like it's a way better way to improve your product in general. So I think everyone should give it a try. I'm sure everyone has a good idea about games, right? So let's start the process. So you have a great idea. You can make it into a concept really quickly. You can learn some basics of design if you're not a designer and actually make it nice. And you can get your sound and your programming done. And now your project is on track, right? And you can reach out to people for some beta testing and actually follow up with them. So these are actually tools that I've used a lot every day to go through the process. And so when you actually have something or anything then now you can start testing. So if you've noticed, we are already on halfway of our process. And now with some of these awesome analytics tools that we can use, or your own logs in the database, you can track what's going on. So I feel like it's really important to make sure that you're tracking what's going on inside the game, what the players are doing and what they are not doing, and really just to listen to the data. So once you see the data, you'll be able to learn what needs to be changed and actually start building again. So this is how ShufflePix looked like on my very first prototype in the beginning. And just going through the process over and over and over again, obviously using the test flight, now I'm here. But it's not over. I'm still going through this process and updating with this lean model. So let me give you an example. This is something that I just did just a couple weeks ago. So at the beginning, I only allowed Facebook login for users to play the game. And it's because I thought Facebook was the convenient way for anyone to share their pictures with friends and for me to connect them so that they can find friends easily. But obviously, not everyone likes Facebook. So only 43% of the users actually signed in with Facebook, which means I'm already losing about 60% of potential users right from the beginning. So I thought, why don't I add a trial play? So without actually logging in with Facebook, you can try playing a today's challenge. And once you complete the challenge, you'll be notified as, hey, if you want to see your rank amongst like 150 people, you can log in with Facebook. And you can actually start playing with your friends too. So I thought this was a great idea. But can anyone guess what happened after? So this actually dropped my registration. Quite sad. So not as many people actually went through the trial, and obviously the smaller percentage of them converted to a player. So it's really weird, and I'm still trying to figure out more of the logical way to think why it happened, but this is what the data says. So I'm actually going to try, well, I actually submitted my update for email login. So I'm hoping this will work a little bit better. So yeah, just to recap, ShufflePix is still an ongoing process for me, and I would definitely encourage everyone to try building a game by yourself. And the key is just, keep moving forward, and yeah, you can do it yourself.